Okay, what we're going to be doing today is turning ourselves into zombies. It's quite simple. First of all, you need to click on Photo Booth down the bottom to get a good picture of yourself. Make sure you pose in the same angle as the zombie picture you've selected, or else it's going to be too hard to make the zombie features fit onto your own. Once you've got a picture you're happy with, simply drop it onto the desktop, pick it up and drag it over. Okay, now we're ready to open Photoshop. Go down to the bottom and click on Photoshop. Go to File, New. Once you've done that, you need to name it. So call it Zombie and then your surname. So mine's going to be Zombie Stott. Then check the paper size is right. So click on International Paper and then make sure it's on A4 because that's what's going to work with our printer later on. Now you have your document. What you now need to do is drag and drop the photo view into Photoshop. That'll be on a new page. Select the selection tool and then all you need to do is make a shape around the part of the photo you're going to use. Make sure it's a nice close-up. Then go to Edit Copy. Click back on your original document. You now need to make a new layer, so click Layer, New. Call this one your surname, so mine's going to be Stott, so you'll know where to find it on the Photoshop later on. Next, go to Edit, Paste, and your picture will appear on the page, probably at the wrong size, so click on the up arrow key and then you can alter the size. To make sure it doesn't warp, hold the small up arrow on the computer keypad at the same time, and that will stop the picture becoming blurred, out of focus or looking too distorted. Once you're happy it's filling the page, you need to tell the computer you like it, so you've got to click Apply. This again is the up arrow key on the left hand side of the workspace, so click Apply and it will come into focus. What you've got to do now is you need to make a new layer ready for the zombie feature. So go back to Layer, create a new one and call this one Zombie Chin because that's the first part we're going to bring into the picture. Then click OK. Next, click anywhere on the desktop so that you can get to the zombie photo you're about to bring into Photoshop and drop and drag it into Photoshop. What you now need to do is select the bit you want. So go on the Polygraph Lasso tool and you'll be able to magnetically select the part of the zombie chin you're going to bring over onto your own picture. Simply click it and move it along doing little clicks whenever you get to a different part in the face. That way you'll get a nice capture that's going to work really, really well when you bring it over. Once you come back to the original starting point, look for a small circular symbol. This will let you know it's ready to go across. Simply go to Edit, Copy. Then click back on your original Photoshop drawing and go to Edit, Paste. Your zombie chin will now have arrived, but once again it's probably going to be the wrong size, so click on the arrow key. Make sure Show Transitions is showing up. Hold the small up arrow key on your keyboard and adjust it until it's about the right size to fit in with your own features. Once you like it, and you've got it just about in the right place, click the Apply key once again, which is the up arrow, and then hit Apply. And now it looks about right, but it doesn't look very realistic at this point. So what you now need to do is erase any bits that are going over hair or something that wouldn't naturally be in that position if it was a real zombie face that you were looking at. So take that bit off with the magic eraser key, and then we're ready to go on to the next point of making it fit in nicely with your actual features. So go up to Edit, Transform and scroll down to Warp. What will then happen is you will get, I'm going to try and do that again, it didn't do it straight away, it should just come up. You go on to Warp and it's going to give you some angles that you can alter to make it really, really, really fit into your face properly so it looks nice and realistic. And just keep adjusting those till you're sure it's a good fit and you like what you're seeing on the screen. Right, that's starting to fit better, but it still doesn't actually look like it belongs on the face at this point, so we're going to do something else now to make it look like it's very, very realistic. So click on the Apply key to show you like the warp effect, and then go down to the smudge tool. So hold it in, the smudge tool's down the bottom, and then go around the outside to make it blend in to your features. Do this very, very gently so you don't end up distorting it too much. If you can't see properly, simply zoom in a little bit and then you'll be able to have a look at the outline and get a nice professional finish on what you're working on. As you can see, I'm following the natural curves of the nose there just to give it that sort of realistic shadow that's really going to bring it to life, or death since it's a zombie. Okay, that's starting to take shape a little bit more now. But one thing you can see here is the colour of my skin, or your skin at this point, probably isn't looking very undead or zombie-like. So we're going to do something in a minute to change that. But we'll just zoom out so we can have a look at the whole picture again. Now what you need to do now, if you're going to change the colour, is click back on the layer of yourself, and that's over in the right hand corner. Next, go up to Image, then Adjustments, and go over to Brightness and Contrast. You can now play around with the levels and get a nice pale look on your skin. So once you're happy with the brightness, change the contrast around as well, just until you've got that sort of undead colour. Once you're happy with it, click on OK. However, as most of you know, zombies are normally a little bit green, so go back up to Image Adjustments, and we're now going to change Hue and Saturation. So play around with the hue and you can get that nice green tinge that Hollywood love for their zombies. Once you're happy with that, once again, just click on OK. The only problem now is the actual zombie chin we've brought in isn't quite matching up with colour. So what we're now going to do is we're going to go and click back on that layer, and we're going to adjust that one in the same way. So click back on the zombie layer, go to Image, Brightness and Contrast, and change the colour of the zombie chin till it's starting to match up with the colours you've just altered on your own face. Click OK on there. And then you can use the smudge tool once again just to start bringing it in, because when you change the lights, what you did earlier might not look quite perfect. So you can play around with that again, just so it looks like your skin's peeling away and it's peeling into your own face. And the beauty of working in layers, you can click back on any layer you're working at any point and make any changes. That's why you need to start a new layer every time you're going to do something. I'm just going to save that at the moment to Zombie Stock to the desktop, just to make sure we don't lose all the work we've been doing. Just file name in, click Save As and OK. That copy will now be saved on the desktop. Later we can put it onto NAS server. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to alter the eyes. So go to the Polygraph Lasso tool and gently click round your eye. Only want your eye at this point because that's the only bit we're going to change the colours on. Okay, so slowly go round. Once that small circular symbol comes up, click on it, it'll be joined up. Go to Edit Copy, and then we need to start a new layer. Layer New, call it Eye Right, so you know what it is if you want to come back and change anything, and click OK. And then Edit, oh, made a slight mistake there, should have gone to Edit first, so hang on, ignore that bit. Go up to Edit and then Paste. I forgot to bring it over. Now the new eyeball's in. Now go up to Image, Adjustments, and if you scroll all the way down to Equalize, it's going to have quite a creepy effect. It's looking a bit bloodshot and a bit creepy. Excellent. I want to do the other one now, so click back on the original image of you because that's where the information is. Lasso tool, gently go around your other eyeball, nice and carefully, just making sure you get in the eye. Once a little circle comes up, select it, up to Edit, Copy, need new layer again, so Layer, New, Layer. Name this one Eye Left, click OK, and then same again, go up to Image, up to Edit Paste, new eyeballs in, Image Adjustments, down to Equalize, and that one's come out a little bit too light I think really, so we're going to change the brightness on that, so Image Adjustments again, over to Brightness and Contrast, and just play around with that till it looks as creepy as the other one. Excellent, I think that's starting to look a little bit more undead. And once that's where you want it, click OK. Right, zombie's really starting to take shape now, but I think we need to add a little bit more creepy skin and things onto that. So what we're going to do is go back to our nice zombie image on the other page. If anything's sort of flashing about, just deselect it by going up to select, deselect, and then go back to the magnetic lasso tool again, second one down, and same process before, just gently go round the part of the zombie you want to bring over onto your own face. Remember, lots of small movements and clicks so you get an easy outline to work with. Okay, wait for the little circle, click, and then go to edit copy. And now we need to bring it back over onto the main picture we're working on, so click back on that. Need to create a new layer, so go up to layer, layer, new layer, and we're going to call this zombie head. Once that's done, click OK, and then go up to edit, edit paste, and in it comes. It's quite small and hard to see against the other bit, but it is down there. So go over to the up arrow, make sure the transition tool's on, and then you can resize it holding the small up arrow on your keypad and then move it up into the position you want it in. Shuffle it about until it's more or less in position. Yep. Then apply to say we like it and go up to the edit tool. Go down to transform and use the warp tool again to really bring it in close to your hairline and to your own features. That's starting to look all right. So once you've got it, tell it you like it by clicking on the apply tool, and then again go down to the smudge tool and you can start to blend it in like we did before when we were doing the mouth. That's starting to look really good. Just keep working it in. To the natural angles of the face. Okay, and then go onto the adjustments tool again, so image brightness, and then you can change it slightly so it fits in more with the chin we've added and the changes we've made to the skin colour. So use the brightness until you think it looks about right. Click OK when you're happy with that. You might want to go back to the smudge tool again just to make a few more minor adjustments at this point. Make sure you click save quite frequently so you know it's staying there. And I think at this point we're just about there. We've made our zombie. So zoom out and have a look. And there we go. That's how you make a zombie in Photoshop.